Hello, dearest to be loves. Just tuning in with the message center. Oh, vibration. It's all about vibration. Vibration to tune us in. So thank you, beloveds, for being here now in this video transmission. I ask if you continue that you do so with the choice of your own free will. So there's nothing here that I'm forcing you or manipulating you or controlling you to be here. You're doing so because you choose to be here. And I request to use that discernment everywhere throughout your living moments of the now. Use that discernment of choosing to be where you're at. And if you don't want to be there, don't choose it, get out. Don't just allow everything to come in unguarded and pass right through and program us, because we've done that. And so there's a lot of stuff in there that we allowed in unconsciously without saying, hey, I'm choosing this. And so we've been doing the work now to get that stuff out of there. I know all of you have, otherwise you wouldn't be sitting here watching this video. So thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to resonate with my vibration or not. Maybe you won't resonate at all and then just throw all this stuff out. But if something resonates, there's a reason for that. So there's something that is resonating and vibrating on your end, like a tuning fork. So thank you. This video was prompted today for me as a way to just reiterate where we're at, and energy and vibration is creating matter. So as I am speaking with the vibration that is coming out of me, it is literally creating form. And you may not see it, we may not see it, but inside the cells, even the thoughts, if I have a thought in here, there's a process that's taking place in the physical vessel that is creating matter inside of my vessel. And then when I take that thought and I put it into words, there's a vibration that's being emitted into the morphogenic field. And this is now vibrating, and the tuning fork of my vibration is magnetizing like energy within the field and bringing it to me. So this is happening in real time. It's quantum entanglement. That's what quantum mechanics does, quantum physics. So there are like particles that match that frequency and that vibration that are now vibrating with me in real time. And I'm attracting that to me, unless there's some other vibration in me that I've put out that's blocking it, which is kind of fun. So we can do that too. And a lot of us have done this unconsciously because we've had programs, indoctrination, mimetic, society programming, DNA that was pre-programmed before we even came into this physical vessel. Our spirit basically came down and chose to incarnate at that moment, when the sperm meets the egg and the zygote is created, then, the consciousness comes down. And so we chose to be there at that exact moment. But the sperm and the egg had their own DNA structure and programming and everything that we came right into. So we already had all that. And then to make it even more fun, we were in the womb absorbing even more programming, and then we come out and we absorb and we absorb and we absorb. And then they say around 7 years old, our ego gets created, and we're still absorbing, but we have some kind of discernment now, where before we were just a sponge taking everything, just absorbing it. There was no filtering system whatsoever. But we are aware now, and we are awake. And so thank you for being awake. Thank you for having awareness. And what we're doing now is we're uncovering all the crap because it doesn't serve. We don't like, we want to choose what we put in there now. So there's a lot of crap underneath the waterline. We've been lowering the waterline, bringing the unconscious conscious, bringing the subconscious to the surface, looking at what the autonomic nervous system is doing automatically, where we go unconscious in our daily lives, and and then are running an automatic program, which is not us, because we're spirit and we're in flow and we are just tapped in. Or we're not, and we're running program, then the human body's taking over, and you're running program and being on automatic, and then you're just a machine, an artificial intelligence machine. So we have options these days, because we're aware of this information now, and some of us download it, some of us read it in books, some of us got in a car crash and woke up right then and there because it was a shock to the system. Where I'm going with this is, our thoughts are matter, our vibrations matter. When we speak, we're creating reality. We're at this place now where we're, pretty much in this instant manifestation phase. It's, there's a little delay, but it's very short compared to what it used to be, at least, from this being's experience. And I know a lot of you are experiencing this well, the synchronicities, the telepathy, showing up somewhere and someone else is there that's like a soul brother or soul sister, and you didn't even call them, but they're just there at that moment in time at that specific spot. You're feeling someone and then they call you. You guys know what I'm talking about. You get it. So there's we want to be extremely precise and deliberate now with what we're what thoughts we choose to accept. We don't want to think at all, because the thinking, that's machine, that's artificial intelligence. So just, if you're thinking and you know that you're thinking, then, my advice to you is get quiet however you can. Just let go of the thinking. It doesn't serve anymore. That's like the human race and humanity has thought enough for, a million trillion lifetimes. So there's enough thinking that's already been done for us. We don't need to think anything more. Like, it's all been done. So we can just tap in now to source and let the flow come, the stream of the natural, divine, organic God matrix, and get out of that whole mind matrix bullshit, because it's a trapping system. It doesn't serve anymore. So when we speak, we're speaking reality into existence. And, with only the now moment, if I'm going to use myself. Yes, exactly. No more thinking, Stella. It's a bunch of bullshit. That thinking stuff, it's just crazy. And no one likes it. It doesn't feel good. It feels mechanical and heavy and stuck in the head. And it's like, why am I thinking? And I can't sleep and I got insomnia and no, we don't want to do that no more. So thank you. I'm going to get back on track. So cancel all that stuff out, by the way, universe, because I'm not thinking. When we speak into existence in our reality, into this projection, we are manifesting reality. So the topic that came up, and I know Eric, I believe you were watching, he just did a whole video on judgment, something about that. And so judgment again came into the awareness today. And judgment immediately takes you, has the ability to take you out of the now moment, out of presence. Because we can take a circumstance and we can, judge that person, something that was done in the past that we're now judging. We're getting together with our family, our friends, and now we start talking about that person without them here, and we start condoning them and all their actions and everything they're doing and what they're doing. It's wrong, and how they're hurting everybody and how it hurts me and all this kind of jazz. You guys all have seen it and heard it, and hopefully you're not participating in it anymore. But as we're judging and we're speaking that into the reality, and I'm like, hey, that guy Robert is XYZ, and what he's doing is this and that, and I can't believe he's doing that, he's ruining his life, and blah blah blah. So I'm going to cancel all that out because I'm using that as an example, but that's getting now spoken into reality. And do we really want to speak judgment into reality? That's my question. Do you, if you're sitting here as a conscious choice and I'm breathing in and I'm connecting in the heart space, guided by spirit, do I want to judge anything? How is that serving me? How is that serving you? And how is that serving the collective, that judging? How is it serving? I don't, it's just, how is that serving? I would much rather have a conversation about possibility and how amazing you are, or how amazing that individual is, or how amazing I am, even if I'm thinking about if thoughts are coming through about myself, am I judging myself? Because I remember there's an old past life version of Robert that really used to judge himself a lot, and it didn't feel good. And I created programs which then limited my reality because of how I thought about myself. So now I had a block. I had basically a force field around me that certain gifts I couldn't receive because of how I thought about myself. So we want to drop the judgment. In 5D, in unity and in peace and in love, we don't judge anymore. So if we see something that is not in alignment with peace, unity, and love, we correct it from a compassionate, loving place in the moment, in the now, because all there is now. If I see something and I'm like, oh, that person, doesn't bring the cart back to, the front of the store or whatever, they just leave it on the parking lot, and I'm judging them like those lazy, schmucks or whatever, like I'm doing this whole thing. That's not 5D anymore. Now I've reverted back to the old consciousness of 3D, and I'm judging them. And so now I'm manifesting that in my reality. So because I'm a powerful manifester with my voice creating matter in reality in real time, what would you imagine that I would manifest after I say something like that? I'm going to keep seeing those things. But if I imagine and, are putting out into my universe, it's so amazing that everyone so easily and effortlessly brings their carts back and cares about their reality, then that's what my system now gets tuned into. And so my energy is looking for that. I'm projecting it, and I'm also magnetizing it in. So we have that ability to literally create reality with our thoughts and with our voice. So my reason why I'm bringing this video up is to bring awareness. We have this gift that we've been given of awareness, and we can use that awareness to separate the awareness from the thinking. Because the thinking is automatic, it's artificial intelligence, it's not you. Awareness is you. Awareness stays around no matter what. Thinking or no thinking, there is still awareness. Maybe unconscious, but if we bring that consciousness to the awareness, really, what are you other than awareness? Interesting, right? That isness. It's just who we are. It stays with us all the time. So how does judgment serve me or anyone? Yeah, exactly. Great way to stop ourselves from doing it, especially with ourselves. Exactly. This being Robert, the past life Robert used to was a very big judger, and it got brought to the attention really hard, and I got to look at it and really face the truth of how I was judging and how I was judging others. Well, if I'm judging others, I'm just judging myself, because guess what? There's no separation. You are me and I am you. That's the first thing to really, get, is that we are infinitely connected. Everything is connected. Everything is connected. There's a great movie from Nassim Harim. I may have said his name wrong, but from the Resonance Foundation, about how everything is connected. And he scientifically have proven it. But we know this intrinsically. So it's why do we need science to doubt it? We know intrinsically that we are all connected. We are a living, breathing organism, all together, but individual parts, but all the same, all the cells, everything is all the same. We're just mirrors of each other. You're my reflection. So what I see in you is actually what's in me, because I'm the one who's seeing it. And when I see something, that's actually creating energy as well. So I see you and I have a thought that's all about me. It has nothing to do with you. you're just a reflection of me, of my consciousness that I'm projecting out into the world. Nassim, if you put in Nassim, Nassim, and Resonance Foundation in Google, you're gonna find a bunch of stuff and amazing videos on YouTube. This guy is like the new Tesla. Like basically, he's Tesla reincarnated in this now moment. Working on some really cool stuff like creating wormholes and those ideas. So it's a little off topic. So I posted this infographic, which I'm gonna put here, a couple pages back. So this is really awesome. And so if I'm over here and I'm like, I can't, I won't, it's hard, I don't believe, I'm a skeptic, I don't like it, what am I manifesting? Everything is gonna stop my growth, gonna block my way, all these things are gonna happen. Trying is a big one. So I'm like, I've basically delete trying, and we don't need that anymore. So trying ends up, where you're stuck, you're doing things over and over. There was an old thing where, these trainings I used to participate in, where they're like, try to pick up, try to take this pen for me. And people would go and they would take it. And he's like, no, you took it. So you actually took it. So try and take it. And the trying is just like, this is back and forth. It never ends. Nothing ever happens. So we want to be very specific with our language. And it's like, I can, I am, I believe, it is done, I can do it. I can do anything. I am limitless. As we use these very specific commands, we are commanding our universe, our reality. And we're doing that with our language and with our thoughts and with our feeling. And we put those all combined in our imagination. It's creating matter and it's attracting this to us. So that's the message for today. I would be very, very aware and alert, and even this is message for myself about judging anything or anybody anytime for any reason whatsoever. And if there's something going on, handle it in the now moment. Don't hold on to it. Go to mom, go to dad, go to sister, go to brother, go around the water cooler. Let's talk about that person for hours and really build up a lot of energy around what they're doing, and then bring it back like 6 months later as like an explosion on them. Let's just handle it in that exact now moment. It's much easier. And then we can correct it and handle it with love and compassion if you can. If you can't, maybe take a breath, go take a walk, chill out, reset. It's very powerful to handle something now while it's present. So if you see something and it's irking you, then just handle it, or completely let it go and just let it go, like just say goodbye. Is it going to matter? Is this really going to matter? And if it is, then you have the power to make an impact in that moment. Thank you very much for watching, beloveds. I wish everyone peace, laughter, and joy. If these elements of life are not finding their way into your reality, let's manifest them. Let's do it together. Peace, find some peace, breathe, laughter, why not laugh and smile? They say just smiling for 20 seconds and holding that smile actually releases a cocktail of neurochemicals in the body that will change your physiological being. So, give it a shot. Give that a shot. So I feel whole and complete with this message, unless anyone's got anything for me, any questions. Thank you, Stella. You're always there watching and following, and I love you so much, and welcome back to, the mainland here. You've been traveling a lot. So, love you. Yeah, neuro cocktail. Yeah, we like the yum stuff. Yum cocktail. That's what you want. Yummy juice. Just saying yummy juice. Doesn't it feel good? Like yum, yummy juice. Love you, and we will, see you suddenly.